So at the time we were 8 subsidiaries around the world, quite segmented in the way we managed the business, process-wise or through inventory. So we're looking at a way of our potential growth aspirations then meeting a technological platform, and we were turning over around about $100 million in business, and we wanted to grow that to $500 million. And realised that the technology that Navision was offering us was insufficient. So we looked around at different products and looked at what those requirements were, and found that the AX product that we went with offered a number of benefits, such as inventory pooling and also enabling us to restructure into regional hubs, which will then meet our future business needs.
In the last several years we've had strong growth, and our existing Navision ERP system had become a constraint to growth. It had been highly customised over a period of about 9 years, and we had several different instances of the software around the world in our different subsidiaries. So to enable our next phase of growth, it was time to implement a single new ERP platform, and along the way we also used the opportunity to change the business model we're operating under to a truly global business model, whereas before it had been quite fragmented. So we use Dynamics AX across our global business. There are 3 work streams and 3 areas of users. So our finance team, our customer operations, customer service teams, and our supply chain and inventory teams. There are about 120 users in 8 offices around the world using it.
I found that everyone on board was very professional, was willing to make the hard calls when they need to be made, and that the approach that we took enabled those decisions to be made. The thoroughness of the process added to the fact we were able to make good decisions when the crunch time hit.
The benefits we're hoping to achieve are 30% productivity improvement in our people. So, setting ourselves up for the next wave of growth over the next few years for Icebreaker. And the second one is to achieve our revenue growth from a smaller investment in inventory.
The benefits we're seeing immediately was around the inventory pooling, so our ability to manage our inventory inter-region and in-region, so being able to trade, meeting our demand profile more effectively across the different pathways to do business. So what that's enabled us, firstly, is to consolidate a number of those back office functions into a regional hub in Europe, particularly with the greatest. So we had 4 subsidiaries in Europe, now we're down to 1 subsidiary, which we invoice out of, and has meant we've centralised all of that regional services, back office service under 1 hub. And wasn't with cost in mind as a key driver, but it was more about a centre of excellence. So we'll be able to create that centre of excellence so we can have more coverage from time and language and ability to best practice consistent processes. And there is, as we grow, longer term cost benefits that we'll start to realise, is we don't need to scale the individual hub as much as we would if there were 4 individual entities. So there's a number of benefits, tangible and intangible, that we'll see today and in the future. In terms of competitive gain from the solution, it's the ability to scale. So as I mentioned previously, we've got grand plans to grow our business to $500 million, then $1 billion, and we needed a solution that can deliver that scale. So the product definitely does that. Our ability to manage inventory more effectively and allocate it to where our demand is, rather than we guess where our demand is, has been fantastic. So being able to make better choices to manage our customer needs, really, so we can deliver a better customer experience.
Processing our raw material requirements previously would have been a week's work, and now it is a single process inside the system that can be run in 30 minutes, as part of our batch processing on a weekend. So there's been some great results there so far. The other real improvements we're just beginning to see now, so we are, as we're developing the very detailed reports we want to enable our sales and operations planning process to take place, we are getting absolute clarity globally about where our inventory is and where our projected inventory position is for the future based on today's view of supply and demand. We haven't had that historically, but now we have, with AX, the ability to see where we'll be in 3 months' time, where we'll be in 6 months' time, based on today's view.